You may have heard that something called COP29 is just around the corner. But what is it, and why does it matter? Let's talk about it.
COP29 is the 29th annual United Nations climate negotiation. COP stands for Conference of the Parties. Basically, this means that every country who signed on to the original UN climate framework in 1995 meets again every year to agree on further details about how they're going to address climate change. This year, the conference is happening in Baku in Azerbaijan. It starts on November 11th. Now, there's a lot we could be talking about when it comes to these big climate negotiations, but today I want to focus on why what happens there really matters to the rest of the world. A key feature of COP is that it is the only forum where all countries have an equal seat at the table, including more vulnerable countries. This has become a central aspect of COP, where global south countries, who are countries who have contributed the least to climate change but suffer from it the most, it's a key place for these countries to make their demands clear and share their stories of climate impact to global north countries. And so actually this year at COP29, we're going to see that dynamic at play especially well, because the key goal of those negotiations is to agree, for all countries to agree on an amount of funding that will go to global south countries in order to help them deal with the impacts of climate change, but also help them reduce their emissions to mitigate further climate change. Another reason COP is a focal moment for climate action is that it gives us an opportunity to hold our governments accountable to all the things it said it was going to do about climate change and hasn't been doing. There's increased attention on climate action in the media, on social media, generally from other countries. And so during COP, we can take stock of what has been done and what hasn't, and actually press for real progress going forward.
Look, this year has been terrifying when it comes to climate disasters. The floods, fires, heat waves, hurricanes, they've all reminded us about how dangerous the climate crisis is. We need COP29 to deliver real progress, and that can only happen if you and I put pressure on our governments. If you want to learn more about COP29, you can read my latest blog.